Mm.
Hi guys, we're nice. I'm Ray.
I'm Gerard.
I'm Julien.
I'm Michael.
Guys, 2023.
2023.
This is our first reaction of the year with the four of us together.
2023.
And we are reacting to a movie called Fletch, a 1985 Chevy Chase movie. You guys know who Chevy Chase is?
Yeah.
He's a Chevy and he's a Chase.
He's a Chevy, he's a Chase. What do you know about Chevy Chase?
Yeah. He's a comedian from the 80s that my grandmother's in love with.
70s and 80s. 70s, I believe he was, I think his career started in Saturday Night Live when it first came out.
Oh.
Like, I think he was there for like 1 season or 2 seasons, and then his career blossomed from there.
Yeah.
So, and I think he was also in, recently, Community, a TV show called Community. So.
I've never seen Community.
Well, anyway, this guy is Chevy Chase. For those of you who might know who he is, I know him from,
National Lampoon.
My favorite movie that he's in is called National Lampoon, and also The Three Amigos, which I love that movie, Three Amigos, and I think you guys should watch that movie. We should react to that movie at some point. Really funny movie with Steve Martin and Martin Short. But anyway, with that said, this movie is called Fletch from 1985. I know very little to nothing about this movie, other than the fact that the Fletch is a reporter, I believe,
Okay.
and that he does disguises to get the story that he's trying to get.
Okay.
That's what I know
A
about
spy.
I don't know about spy, but it's just more, you know, trying to get the story. But either way, guys, this is, again, Fletch from 1985, Chevy Chase movie. Let's check this out.
Is that Matthew McConaughey?
The last 3 weeks, I've been loitering around the beach, trying to pass for an amiable minor league junkie.
I got some ribs.
Why don't we have hamburger stands by the beaches?
Hey, Gummy.
Hey, Fletch. Hey, Slam.
How's the eye?
It was Gummy? Gummy or Gumby?
Gummy, I think.
Gumbo.
The soundtrack is on point for the 80s.
Got him.
Play around with that keyboard.
How come he doesn't know?
I don't know how come he doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Son of a bitch.
I wonder how he gets this stuff.
I have no idea.
What are they even talking about?
Drugs.
Oh.
Chris, how old are you?
19.
That does not look like a 19-year-old.
I say 24.
There's been a lot of drug traffic on the beach. And I'm not talking about Robitussin and No-Dos.
NyQuil?
I want you to come to my house and then we'll talk.
That's
I got
weird.
drunk, the alcohol.
I'll give you $1,000 cash.
Stranger danger. Oh, never mind. $1,000? Easy.
20 to 20.
I was about to do the same joke.
I don't see how you can pass that up, Mr.
Nugent. Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent.
I don't get it.
He's a rock star from back in the day.
Oh.
Guys. Oh. Yo, this soundtrack is fire. This soundtrack is amazing, though.
It sounds like something that belongs in a cyberpunk world.
You guys going ham on that organ.
I came this close to buying this place. Then I found out
Sweet.
Hopalong Cassidy killed himself here. Blew it for me. Who? Hopalong Cassidy. Bow and arrow. It's very weird.
What?
Doped up now?
Don't talk to me like that, ass face. I don't work for you yet.
Okay, that was a little funny.
Here's my proposition.
I'm all ears.
I want you to murder me.
What?
For $1,000? I don't think so.
You see, I have bone cancer.
You don't look sick, Mr. Stanwyck.
I don't feel sick, not yet.
There's more to it than this.
Has it ever occurred to you I might not want to murder you, Stanwyck?
I've got $50,000 says you will.
Okay, 50,000, especially back in the day.
You'll be wearing rubber gloves. Do you own rubber gloves?
I rent them. I have a lease with an option to buy.
Will you kill me?
This is screaming setup.
I mean, if it's not a setup, then it's probably because his company went under.
He's looking for that money.
Yeah, insurance
For
fraud.
his
Yeah, but
family.
still, you want to die for the company?
But I wouldn't say more for the company. I would say more for his family. Like, actually have his family live a good life instead of go down with the company.
No.
You don't think so?
He's dying. He's lying.
Now, how long have you had these pains, Mr. Barber?
No, that's Babar.
2 B's?
1B. B-A-B-A-R.
That's 2.
Yeah, but not right next to each other. I thought that's what you meant.
Isn't there a children's book about an elephant named Babar?
I don't know. I don't have any.
No children?
No elephant books.
Drop your shorts and bend over, Mr. Babar.
Mm.
Oh, no, really, we don't need to.
Oh,
We don't
boy.
want to do that. Ups in the morning,
Gotta lube it up.
like this, I'd probably feel 100%.
Ooh.
Thank you, Doc. You ever serve time?
Breathe easy.
Breathe easy. As a matter of fact, you using the whole fist, Doc?
I don't find anything wrong with you.
Oh. Well, sure it's not for a lack of looking. I was anxious to get back to my drug story, but since Dr. Jellyfinger wasn't talking...
Jellyfinger.
May I help you, Dr.
Oh, it's me, Dr. Rosenpenis. I'm just here to check out...
Rosen penis? That's what you said his name was?
It's Dr. Rosen.
Hey, 5 different names there.
Seriously.
Frozen penis.
That's what I'm saying. He's really good at just pop, 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 pop.
Is he gonna end up doing surgery to get that?
Give me a hand for a second, will you, Doctor?
Oh boy.
Really?
Come on, come on!
Oh.
I don't think.
It's right. At least the guy's already dead, at least.
Oh yeah, that's the autopsy room. Never mind.
Hold this. Listen, I'm not really prepared for this. I haven't sterilized my hands.
You're not gonna make this guy any sicker.
Hold it in.
I'll get it. I don't feel good.
Oh, boy, you never get used to the smell, do you?
Mm.
Yeah, that made sense.
Tissue was benign.
There's no mention of cancer here at all? That's it?
That's it.
It is the setup. Why?
There's no need for that.
Does that look like I'm finished? I guess not. Now I'm finished.
Whatever you say,
Mr. Underhill. I imagine you're expecting a nice gratuity, right? Maybe next time.
Jeez.
Immediately hitting him in the face. That racket right through his nose.
I haven't seen you since the wedding. You look great.
You know, I have to confess something to you. I must have been pretty plowed at your wedding. I don't have any idea who you are.
I'm John.
Oh, John.
Still don't know
Yeah,
who
no
you
idea.
No, John who?
John Cocktoastone.
You are a member of the club?
No, I'm not. I'm with the Underhills.
Would you like some drinks, senor, while you wait? I will put it on the Underhill's bill.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. I'll have Bloody Mary and a steak sandwich. A steak sandwich, please.
A steak sandwich.
You know, the reason I was asking about Alan is that I bumped into him this morning, and you know what I can't figure out?
Alan's in Utah.
I can't figure out what I was doing in Utah this morning. Thought the vice president knew I was opening the door, but the Secret Service, they whack. This is blood.
Sugar, Mr. Poon?
Mr. Poon.
Look at this. They even want to know what he's doing in Utah.
Utah. Oh, Jesus H. Christ on a popsicle stick.
What?
$3 million for the ranch in Provo was entirely provided by my daughter, who converted some of her personal holdings, not corporate holdings, personal holdings. Oh, by the way, what kind of a name is Poon?
Comanche Indian.
I'm sorry, who are you again?
I'm Frida's boss.
Who's Frida?
My secretary.
This guy's gotten everything he wanted so far was like 12 different names.
Every single time I'm always like, somebody's gonna catch him at this
At
point.
some point, you know. It's a big car, bro.
Dude, those are the cars that like one scratch and you're dead. You know what I mean? Like, if it's going 20 miles per hour and that thing hits you, yeah, you're dead.
It's gone.
It's over. It's gone.
Whatever hits is broken.
And that's when the airbags were optional.
My lawyer was a bum. I think she slept with him, too.
You may be right. Are you serious? That's history, Fletch.
Yikes.
You owe us $918.
That sucks if that's true.
I think our problems may just be solved. Ed McMahon. Tell you what.
Cash. I'm impressed.
Saw my pimp today. Keep 10 for yourself. Go out and get yourself a nice piece of ass.
How about Fletch? Well, what can I say about Fletch? He's been fantastic. He boxes out for
Well, let's take a look at the play. He is actually 6'5" with the Afro 6'9".
The Afro 6'9".
You know, this gritty kid from the streets of Harlem really creates excitement. Look how he shakes off 4 or 5 defenders with ease.
Yeah, with ease.
Oh, man! Hey, what are you doing, man? He's defensive. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh. Get him. What are you doing?
Oh. Aw,
They kept going.
They didn't do anything. What? What are you talking about? They busted their window. They didn't do anything. You're lucky. Something.
It's not luck. They didn't want me. They wanted gummy.
Any cop would have stopped with a broken window like that.
Yeah.
You throw a rock in there. So definitely some dirty stuff going on here.
You're not recording this, are you?
Why does a man ask me to kill him? And lie about dying when he isn't dying? He asks me to kill him. Question. Gail Stanwyck converts $3 million of her stocks to buy the ranch house. Why pay in cash?
Yeah, Julien, why paying cash?
Why pay cash, Julien?
You real estate guy.
Yeah, you're a real estate guy.
no tax. Oh, no.
Mr. Jim Swarthout? My name is Igor Stravinsky, and I'm calling about some ranch property I'd like to buy.
It's different voices.
But he's on point.
His different names is what gets me the most.
For me, it's the different races. Like, where you from?
I got a feeling that dog's gonna be an issue.
That dog looks like he's ready to eat. Now he's gonna end up taking a chunk off your leg.
If you notice, the dog's having fun. It's not even like actually going to attack him because the tail was wagging. That's not a lot of money compared to that $3 million.
Oh, yeah, no.
I knew it. That dog would be an issue. That was very Resident Evil-ish, though, by the way. What the heck? This dog is talented.
There's not a lock in the doorknobs at all.
Surprise! Police, spread 'em. Got a gun, creep?
Shamu's got one. Borrow his.
What have we here?
That's my dick.
Some dirty cops, bruh.
If you print your story this week, you might get some of my men killed.
Well, I got a deadline. So the name's Carlin with a K, right?
You dipshit. You go back to that goddamn beast and you won't live to regret it.
Hey, you and Tommy Lasorda. I hate Tommy Lasorda.
First of all, how can you hate Tommy Lasorda? He's one of the best bitch managers ever.
Can't keep me here, Chief.
Maybe I'm gonna blow your brains out.
These guys are real direct with their threats, aren't they?
Go ahead, do it. So
The
dumb.
guy had me alone in a cell with a gun in my head and a knife in his hand. He threatened to kill me, Frank.
Jeez, that's a shame. Unbelievable.
What? Why is he acting like this? Is he part of it too?
You don't believe me, do you?
Oh, okay.
I guess he didn't record it. That's what I thought he did. I thought he recorded the whole thing.
Yeah, and then
okay.
showed them.
Hey, you the guy from Ajax?
Yeah, you bet.
He's from Blazing Shadows.
You're right.
Oh yeah, that cowboy, the one that ends up, yeah, the first cowboy.
Hey, do us a favor, pal.
Name's Liddy. Gordon Liddy.
Gordon Liddy?
I don't get it.
Watergate.
Charge it to the Underhill, senor.
Yeah, that's right. Do you have any caviar? Bring 2 bottles of Dom Perignon to Cabana 1.
Very good, senor.
And put down $30 for yourself, huh?
Muchas gracias, senor.
The Underhill's gonna be pissed. What?
I just got out of the shower.
Yeah. Can I borrow your towel for a sec?
Ah, he tried.
Oh, he's being watched.
Yeah, he is.
That's a good car.
Afternoon, Smog Patrol. Had your emissions checked?
No, sir.
Well, let's check it out. What do you say?
Hey, it
Smells pretty good.
That car goes quick, boy.
Look at his face.
Try to breathe through your nose.
There's a bug that goes into his mouth. Oh.
Are you gonna take me to jail for car theft?
Why, did you steal the car?
I sure did!
Well, I'm not even sure that's a crime anymore. There have been a lot of changes in the law.
Yeah, that's gonna teach him to not steal his car anymore.
Oh, that happened.
See, in GTA, this would have happened.
So pretty much, right?
Bueno, señor Douglas, verde silao.
Giving a whole bunch. Oh, this is.
Hereford, Lee Weaver, finished. To my left is Kitty Domain.
There you go.
Selby Des.
Did he just give the same?
And now, the father of internal bushings.
Thank you very much, Sammy. Thank you. I couldn't wait. And hats off to Marge, his wife.
No more alcohol or sedative.
Oh my goodness.
Yikes.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn?
Even the cops in it.
Are you Mr. Marvin Sandwick?
Yeah.
Hi there, I'm Harry S. Truman.
I want you to meet my wife, Velma.
Oh, my pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Come on up here and sit down. Have a glass of lemonade.
But that lemonade's amazing.
Velma makes the most unusual lemonade.
Is that right?
She pees in it. I'm sorry. Oops.
There's a young lady friend here in Provo that Alan's been seeing.
But you can forget about that lady friend business. Alan's the most loving husband a girl could have.
No, he brings over the mistress.
You wouldn't happen to have a picture of Alan and his bride, would you?
So he's a two-timer?
I don't know.
Want to see the reception?
No, thank you. I'm trying to quit.
Well, how about...
Yikes.
This is Alan? Son of a bitch. I can't believe this.
It's really Alan.
How long have they been married?
About 8 years.
Who is this woman? She looks like a hooker. Look at her.
Yikes.
So you think he was hired to murder her?
Oh crap. Jesus has come back and he has secured the gates. Silver Sulphur's next.
I'm a reporter, Sam. I'm breaking the story on the drug traffic around here. I got good proof it's the chief. Gonna bust the chief. I could use your help.
That's a nice house.
I think this house has been used in a lot of different movies. It looks familiar.
It does look familiar.
Right?
Like the shot where they always like the girls laying in the pool and like, do you know what I mean?
Like
with the columns.
It looks like the backside to the Scarface house.
It does. That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Yeah, it's not him in there. It's
Oh,
some
look at
other
that.
guy. They're gonna burn down the house so that way the insurance claim still comes out. Question is why does he want to die still? It couldn't just be for the insurance
I
claim.
think it's fake. He doesn't want to die.
But then who's he killing?
I don't even see the money's gone. He's not killing anybody.
Good evening.
Yep. Switching places.
You're planning on killing me, aren't you?
See?
Yep.
You catch on real quick, Mr. Nugent.
The name's Fletcher. I'm a newspaper reporter. I write a column under the name of Jane Doe.
What the hell is this?
Yep, trying to switch over the place. Claim the insurance check.
Charred remains found by the police in the Jaguar are mine, not his. Mr. Stanwyck, using my name and passport, boarded Pan Am Flight 306. On arrival, he intends to establish residence.
Pretty hefty.
Don't stop, Alan.
Hmm.
I already know most of it. I just want to hear the rest from you.
Stanwyck is also traveling with $3 million in cash, the result of Gail Stanwyck's conversion of Boyd Aviation stock. By the way, Alan is a very big drug smuggler. But you can read all about that in tomorrow's paper.
Ooh. Yikes.
Greetings, everyone.
Thank God, the police.
Put the gun down, Alan. Alan, you're not planning on taking that $800,000 I staked you with for the next load, are you?
Doof.
Oh, looks like you two have a lot to talk over. We'll just catch the last 10 minutes of Dynasty.
Oh, did you get him?
Jeopardizing everything.
Your foolproof way is going to land my butt on the front page while you're basking in the sun.
With your money.
Yikes.
Second one's going to be even more fun.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Fireball.
He would not.
That punch sounded like this.
Frank, believe me, I hate tennis.
What's novelty teeth?
Frank, it's all business.
Frank, it's all business.
Yeah, that girl is like, who is this? Who is this?
The coroner had certified Stanwyck dead, or extremely sleepy. And Chief Carlin was facing 20 years in the funhouse.
20 years just for that?
20 years for a police chief in jail?
I thought it would be more.
He's probably not going to last a year.
Why do they have to bounce the ball the whole time? I mean, doesn't it seem a little childish to you?
Well, it may seem that, but that's called dribbling.
Dribbling?
Even though I don't like basketball.
You at least know that.
But we had our own version of one-on-one, and she thought I was the bravest man in the world, which, of course, I am. By the way, I charged the entire vacation of Mr. Underhill's American
That's crazy.
Hey, okay.
That's funny.
Amazing soundtrack. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
That's a lot of special guest appearances.
That was 1985 Fletch. Wow, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know what to expect from this movie. Cause I like Chevy Chase, but I've never seen him like starring in a movie. Like he's always been in movies where there's other stars in it when I've seen him, you know? Again, I mentioned before that I know that he's on a show called Community, which I don't know if it's still going on. My daughter, I've seen it, and I said, all right, I know who that guy is. That's what I know. I knew of this movie Fletch, but I've never watched it because again, was never a huge fan of Chevy Chase, but I thought he did a really good job here.
No, he did amazing.
I thought this is really good. I was quite entertained by watching this movie. And I know that he is not liked in Hollywood because he's hard to work with. He's one of those people that, from what I've read and heard other people talk about, that when he's making movies or TV shows, whatever, he's like a prima donna. You know, that he thinks he's the guy. You know, and he treats people like garbage. Allegedly, from what I've read and what I've heard. So, because of that, I was like, I don't know, should I really care about watching this man's movies and whatnot? But I did like watching Three Amigos that he was in, but again, other stars were in it. So this movie, him by himself, I thought this was very witty. This was very funny. I was quite entertained. I thought he did a really good job in this particular movie, especially when it came to like being straight faced was the amount of jokes he was throwing in there. You know, reminded me a bit of Leslie Nielsen, who the doctor in Airplane was the fast jokes and whatnot.
Yeah. So
no, this wasn't that type of humor. It wasn't like that slapstick humor. It was just all these names were had me cracking up every fight. I'm Harry S. Truman.
You can definitely tell, like, well, at least my age, because at least the first few names.
Oh yeah,
but then later in the middle towards the end, a couple of names were like, okay, I know that one.
Don't call me on.
I was like, exactly, I know that one for sure. So it's like, but a couple of names, I was like, don't know. And I'm like, didn't find it funny.
What do you think?
I thought it was good overall. It feels like a movie I would watch in a hotel. Like, you know, like it's I'm on vacation.
Like, yeah, you are. It's on. It's whatever.
It's on.
It's whatever, you know.
And it's a good surprise, you know.
Yeah.
It's a movie I feel like I would watch my dad watch it. And I'll just sit down with him and catch it halfway through or something. You know, like it wasn't once he started. But it's definitely aged.
Yes.
Like this is a very aged movie because again, like you were saying, a lot of the jokes are dated.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the names that he was throwing out there, and like even like G Liddy, you know, that's a political name, and it was like you guys wouldn't catch on to it, you know. So a lot of this stuff is definitely aged in that sense. I was having a bigger trouble putting the clues together to figure out exactly what was happening, like how was this going to be set up, or like what was happening. Like I knew what was happening. But I was trying to find out what exactly what the guy kill me at the end was trying to pull off, you know. So I knew off the bat that he wasn't trying to die. So I was trying to figure out, okay, then what's the plan? What's he's trying to do? So it took a while for me to figure that out. I don't know how you guys felt about that, the story itself.
So other than my opinion on the movie, actually, I enjoyed the heck out of it. I think the story was actually, I thought the story was good. I thought it was like. For me, it was enough to grasp onto for me, like to pick up exactly what was going on. Oh, okay, guy has an airplane company. All right, now like when they said okay, he's going to South America, like enough guys to go to South America. He's probably smuggling drugs from South America, and somehow the cops are involved in it. And then, of course, it's like slowly it was building together. I thought it was in the beginning it was a little confusing, but it's always like that when you're trying to like build a story. It's like oh, really, what's going on? Then you kind of put the pieces together, and there it's like it just started kind of flowing. I enjoed it though. I
didn't enjoy it.
I genuinely really enjoyed this movie, even though it kind of does seem like I would do it like on vacation, but it was really good. The story actually was, in my opinion, was really good too. It was funny. Again, it's just I could see it how it was getting along, you know.
The progression
of the movie. I was like, okay, I'm understanding what's going on, you know. Like I at one point, of course, and again in the beginning of the movie, I was a little confused, but towards the end, I was like, okay, I could completely grasp what's going on.
It had some action, right? Had a car chase.
It was funny too.
I thought he was about to get killed. It looked like he was about to get killed in the jail cell. I was like, he was about to get shot for real.
Yeah.
But again, all in all, I thought it was a pretty good, decent movie. I wasn't expecting much out of it, honestly. So I was getting into it when I was watching. I was like, I wonder how well it's going to be for being an 80s movie, being Chevy Chase, and then being a movie that, you know, I don't know his style of comedy. You know, I'm not familiar with his style of comedy, which is pleasant surprise. I was laughing. I laughed a lot. There was a lot of scenes that we were laughing at all together. I mean, all of us were.
Yeah, no, that is true.
You know, do you have a favorite scene? Anybody has a favorite scene?
Lemonade.
The lemonade. That was you who did that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the lemonade, even though you did that. That was funny. That was really funny. That was my favorite.
No, I think for me was the Jesus coming.
That was also really funny.
That's just Michael.
I mean, it's just
because the things I thought about it too, and then he's the one that actually blurred it out.
I was gonna say Moses, but he did funny.
Yeah,
it was. I just thought
for me that was the
scenery and how like it was all put together. I like the wording too. Like the wording of the movie was really funny, right? Like the script, right? Not the wording. The script was really funny. Like saying something like an unusual lemonade. Like you don't really say that about someone's lemonade. You know?
Unusual lemonade.
He's like, my wife makes it. Like even that, even if you wouldn't have said with this,
it was like, very satirical.
Yeah, exactly. And there was a lot of points where I found myself like, why would you use that sort of word? But it's like, okay, I understand why you used it. So that's why, and again, that's why I really like the movie too. Just the script was really good. Like it made it funny, even though again I couldn't get the jokes, like the one. You know, the reference things I didn't know, but the other stuff where it was just like a little satire behind it was really good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, this was Fletch from 1985, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase. I liked it. You guys all seem to like it, guys. If you want to see this, our unedited version of this movie, you're gonna find it in our Patreon. For as little as $1 a month. This should be up very soon, guys. If you like what we're doing, guys, we do appreciate you hit the like button and subscribe button. If you saw this movie, we'd like to know, what did you guys think about this movie? You know, especially back in the day. Do you guys feel like this movie today would as age well. A lot of people appreciate this movie, or even a remake for this movie. And are there other movies that Chevy Chase is in as a star, like the main star of the movie, that we're not aware of? We'd like to know more. You can mention just a couple of them. That way we can know exactly, what his repertoire of movies, But I did. I'm glad we saw this, it wasn't as long as I thought, when I first thought I put it on, it was like 2 hours long.
It felt long. But
Turn out.
Yeah, I can say that it did feel long.
It felt long.
Well, there were some long scenes.
Yeah,
there were some long scenes that, but again, all in all, really good movie. I appreciate it. That was very good, guys. Again, we do appreciate you hanging out with us. I'm Ray.
I'm Gerard.
I'm Julien.
I'm Michael.
We're Arnett, guys. We'll see you soon. Take care.
Guys.